guess what? We're going to talk about Africa. I am an accountant and an educator, and I created the quiz show, Let's Explore Africa. So this is not a guilty trip. This is to help understand the genesis of the show. It's something that I started a while because of people's limited understanding of the continent. When you think about Africa, what comes to mind? Oftentimes, we all know that it's been claimed to be the cradle of humanity, and you have a large population. But what else do we know about the continent? Oftentimes, from media, we hear about the focus on genocide, war, famine, safari, which most people look forward to taking all the time, and unrest, and a mismanaged location. We cannot blame the media in all, because it depends on what we're interested in. We also know that it is the source of the human resources when it comes to migration and slavery to different parts of the world, as in going to, that fits Europe and other parts of the world in terms of the Americas. How did this happen? We have the colonists that said in 1884 that they said to carve Africa without any input from those, from the indigenes. So you have 4 different colonists coming in, led by Otto von Bismarck, and to look for what the resources provided by Africa. And that didn't stop there. Beyond the exploitation, it leads to issues of tribalism. We have forced movement, asylum seekers, refugees, cases of voluntary migration, which also happens to be part of it, looking for greener pasture. But that is not all there is. We have people. You have the indigenes, the aborigines, we have kings, we have queens, we have princes, and we have those who lead to help us instill what we should know in terms of our tradition and maintain the culture needed to grow and become individuals that will become productive. You have people with skills and in craft, people who trade, hardworking people in industry, engineers, people who work with plumbers, and of course those who design things for others to use around the world and even locally as well. And you have craft. A lot of museums have some of this stuff, and so one of the oldest universities around the world is University in Morocco in Fez, and that was created in 1856. So with all the craft all over museums abroad, most of them come from Africa, and other things that attract happens to be the resources, which happens to the mineral resources. And when I heard that we have space, even I was surprised. I said, space? Really? Well, we have Nobel laureate, and we have cars manufactured in Africa, and we have science, because someone once asked me, how did you get to America? I don't want to waste time. So one of those questions, you just say, I swam. They said, really? Yeah, I did. Yeah. We have symbols, okay? We once used cowrie shells, but we have notes, and we have flags as national symbols, and roads are used, and some certain hours, contrary to general belief that we all live in huts, we actually have buildings, very nice ones for that matter. Look at some of them, and you will see a lot of features, monuments built to honor those who died during fight for independence. And you have major attractions beyond the safari, the migration in Serengeti, Egypt, you know that, but actually they don't have as much pyramids as Sudan. You have the Sundowns in Namibia, and of course, Victoria Falls. But beyond the attractions also, we have fashion. Who doesn't know about kente cloth? And and all the other colorful things that that we wear to celebrate, especially for weddings. Oh my God, nobody can beat Africans, especially Nigerians. I'm from Nigeria. If you've watched Abishola, Bob Lob's Abishola, Hearts Abishola, you will see fashion. And for food, Hi again to okra guy. So we have more than okra. We have pounded yam, we have asaro, scotch egg. This is scotch egg, Africa. Yeah, actually, it's something that, yeah, we have egg and we just figure, what do you do with it? Big scotch egg. Yeah, so that's it. And a lot of tamale. And what's our food? You also have dance. We love to dance. Fire dance, soccer, which well, you call it soccer, we call it football, but we're not going to fight tonight. So we're going to go with soccer, okay? So you have dances, games that, created locally. And beyond the game, I have to salute those that have come to represent, with Burna Boy, Davido, Tyler with water. Anybody remember that? Then you also have, dignitaries like Kofi Annan and Mandela, of course, and those who were actually brought on their generations and, that reproduced, like Oprah, like Jamie, Maya, Frederick Douglass, and Charles Boswick. So, of course, they're not the only notables, but those are the ones that I, come up with. So what do we think of Africans? That they all look like me? Well, since you've met Trevor Noah, you know that we're not all the same. We have different shades. So Fred Mercury was actually born in Tanzania, and Yves Saint Laurent, the Tesla man, and Charlize Elon Musk. Elon Musk, the Tesla guy. Bob Marley warned us that in order to maintain this, you have to keep on remembering your root, because a water that does not remember its root will dry up. So with churches and classes, we had to develop, and that's the basis of me creating Let's Explore Africa to entertain people. And through that process, you also learn as you get entertainment. So we're having a Tournament of Champions on June 29th. I invite you all. I look forward to it. Thank you.